You got what you wanted. The thing you worked toward for months, maybe years. And for a moment, it feels good. But then it fades. And instead of feeling fulfilled, you feel empty. Not sad, not angry, just nothing. Like you reached the end of something that was supposed to matter more. So the question quietly appears. If this was success, why doesn't it feel like it? 2. Problem deep dive. You don't usually talk about this. Because from the outside, everything looks right. You chose the safe path. The respected one. The one people approve of. Maybe it's a degree, a job, a milestone everyone celebrates. And when you reach it, people say, you must feel amazing. So you try to feel that way. But something feels off. Not pain, just absence. You go through the motions, but your mind keeps drifting. What now? Why doesn't this feel like enough? And then a deeper thought shows up. What if I did all this, for reasons that weren't really mine? This isn't just emotional, it's psychological, because what you are experiencing is a mismatch between your actions and your identity. In psychology, this is called self-congruence. When your actions align with your inner values, your brain creates a sense of meaning. When they don't, even success feels empty. 3. Reframe. It's easy to think something is wrong with you. Maybe I'm ungrateful. Maybe nothing will ever satisfy me. But that's not what's happening. Your brain isn't rejecting success. It's rejecting misaligned success. There's a difference. Human motivation works in two systems. Extrinsic, driven by approval, status, rewards. Intrinsic, driven by curiosity, interest, identity. If you spend too long chasing external goals, your brain adapts to that system. It learns to expect validation from the outside. But those rewards don't last. Because they don't reinforce who you are. So when you achieve them, your brain registers it as completed, not meaningful. That's why you can feel proud and empty at the same time. 4. Psychological mechanism. Think of your brain like a navigation system. It doesn't just track where you are going. It tracks why you are going there. Every goal sends a signal, this matters. But your brain keeps checking, does this match who I am? This is where prediction error comes in. Your brain predicts how success will feel. If I achieve this, I'll feel fulfilled. But when reality doesn't match that expectation, it creates a gap. That gap feels like emptiness. Not because you failed, but because the goal didn't match your identity. Here's a simple model. 2 layers of motivation. Surface layer shaped by expectations and comparison. Core layer shaped by your personality and values. If you live mostly in the surface layer, you can achieve a lot, but still feel disconnected. So when success comes, there's no emotional click. There's also dopamine. It drives the chase, not the result. So once the goal is reached, if it wasn't meaningful, the system goes quiet. And that silence feels like emptiness. 5. Practical framework. So what do you do next? Not in a motivational way, but in a way your brain can actually respond to. 1. Question your goals. What to do? Ask, would I still want this if no one knew about it? Why it works, it reduces social influence and activates identity-based thinking. Example, you are pursuing something prestigious. But without recognition, it feels empty. That tells you something important. 2. Rebuild intrinsic motivation. What to do? Do small things you enjoy, without turning them into goals. Why it works, it reactivates internal reward systems in the brain. Example, you enjoy writing or designing. You do it quietly, without pressure or outcome. And it feels different. 3. Focus on identity, not outcomes. What to do? Ask, who do I want to become? Instead of, what should I achieve? Why it works? The brain responds more deeply to identity alignment than external rewards. Example, instead of chasing status, you focus on being thoughtful, creative, or curious. Your choices start to shift. 4. Don't rush to fill the emptiness. What to do? Pause before jumping into the next goal. Why it works? Your brain needs time to update its internal expectations. Example, after finishing something big, you sit with the silence instead of escaping it. Integration. If you look closely, this wasn't random. You were following a path that didn't fully belong to you. And your brain noticed. So here's the simplest way to understand this. Fulfillment isn't about achieving more. It's about aligning better. Your brain doesn't reward effort alone. It rewards alignment. When your actions match your identity, even small progress feels meaningful. When they don't, even big success feels empty. Quiet close may be that emptiness isn't something to fix. Maybe it's something to listen to. Because it's one of the few honest signals you get. It doesn't push you, it just stays, quietly asking you to notice. So instead of asking, what should I chase next? Ask something simpler. What actually feels like me? Visual, soft light entering a dark room. Because next time, it won't just feel like success. It will feel right.